go? Yes, which way?
Since I'm pointed that way, I guess I'll go down.
She chose down. She chose down.
Was that wrong?
Too late now.
Wanting people to listen, you can't just tap them on the shoulder anymore. You have to hit them with a sledgehammer. And then you'll notice you've got their strict attention.
Drain with your host, the Australian alien, KidCrusher. We all float down here.
Some people have bands they attach to. It's almost a personal relationship, like it's there for you when you need it the most. And the sound and the lyrics, they just dig deep into our souls to like provide anger management or to help comfort during depression. And like when a band breaks up, it hurts. Because there's only like memories of the past and it's like nothing new to look forward to. And it's breaking me, like I just cannot bear the thought. I'm just holding on to some idea that is supernatural. But I can't believe there's nothing left to say. And I only burn inside my chest and it won't go away. Unbelievable, when there's nothing left to do. I can't hold it pouring out of me. Now I'm missing the Defiled.
Tonight on The Drain.
In your name I have done so much more than you would ever care to know. I disappoint you if you knew all of these dire things I've done.
We're Purple Johnson Blimp Situation, and you're watching The Drain. The Drain.
It's cold, it's dark, it's depressing, it's raining here in Australia, but it's October 2020 and we're almost at the end of the shitty year and it's about to get summer for Christmas time and I've got so much shit coming out over the next few months that I'm going to get into in a while that I'm so fucking excited. It's like the virus is almost gone. I'm hitting the stage this weekend at the Enigma Bar in Adelaide, and everything's starting to feel like it's going back to normal. The Drain's still kicking ass, and I've got, music videos, albums, so much shit going on, and holy shit. It's so good to be back, and I hope you guys are just as excited as I am to continue and see what else we can do with The Drain. If this is your first episode, we previously had Louis Tripp from The Gate on episode 1, which is still up. And for those who are watching this on YouTube, you can see me. But I just wanted to prior warn to those who are listening on Spotify that this is also firstly done for video, but secondly done for audio. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me on the Drain podcast. And I just got to talk about the future of the Drain real quick. Next episode already is planned. November, I got Todd Hansen from King Parrot X The Berserker. He has a surprise to share with us and some tour stories and more. After that, this December, I got Daniel Armstrong of Armstrong Pictures, who does my music videos and does movies. So we're going to bring him in, talk some stories about us making music videos together, his movies, and a lot of other shit. And also, prior to the first episode of the first season, I was doing some track-by-track commentaries on my albums. I'm looking at planning and doing some more of that. Distorted Dimension is up still, so you can go hear that one. Also, I'm looking at possibly doing some live band feature performances exclusively for The Drain. Might even be doing like studio videos of me performing, shit like that. You might see one tonight. But yeah, the main object of The Drain, obviously, is interviewing other people, talking about my own music, but also getting your music on The Drain. Tonight I have a few special guests who I'm going to be promoting on Discover and Discovered, which you can get your music on by emailing Luigi at thedrain.com.au. If you can't remember that, just go to thedrain.com.au or hit us up on Instagram. Follow our Instagram and Facebook. Down the Drain, I think it is, or The Drain Australia. You should be able to find it. Just The Drain Podcast on Google. Really brings up the website. And yeah, you'll find us all from there. But shit, we've got AvD from The Defiled. And currently in Red Method, The Defiled, previous band. And I'm geeked out over this. I'm purely freaking geeked out, and I just gotta throw down a disclaimer. I'll say a drunk disclaimer. I got a little drunk doing this interview with him. And also there's another disclaimer. He's actually in Greece at the moment. Well, when we were doing the interview as well. I don't know if he's still there. He had a reception issue, so his video kind of cuts in and out. So I'm not going to be showing all the cuts and interference. So like, I've chopped it all up. So when you see it being choppy, that's because I lost connection. I'm gonna leave all the parts in there where I'm like, holy shit, I lost reception. Wait for him to get back. So when you see it's choppy, it's because I lost connection. So that was kind of fun, picking up, dropping off, recalling, phone calling back, reception. But holy shit, it's a great interview. I had so much fun, geeked out, and there's so much you're gonna hear from this. For if you're a new fan, never heard of Defiled, you're gonna learn some shit, hear some shit. You might even like him, you might not, but he is fucking hilarious, and it was just a privilege to have him on the show. But holy shit, let's talk about KidCrusher right quick before we get into the rest of the show. So I have a single which is coming out this month. It may already be out by the time you've watched or listened to this, if you're listening to it in the future. Season 1, episode 1 of The Drain brings on Louis Tripp from the Gate movie, who is actually producing this single. I won't drill on too much about the making of that, because you can hear that on the first episode if you want to get into that. But the track title is called Sacrifice. Now, this is based on the Gate movie, the video as well. I'm not sure exactly what date it's going to be out, if it's going to be Halloween or a couple of days before Halloween or tomorrow. It really could be soon. It's just I'm waiting for the special effects to be finished up, but they're pretty much done. The single's ready to rock. So what I'm going to do is show you guys a little trailer to Sacrifice. So here you go, exclusive to The Drain. Ain't that some shit? All right, Sacrifice, all right, I'm going to say right now, is a standalone single. It is not going to be upon the next KidCrusher album. It is, it was originally going to be on the next mixtape, but the mixtape is pretty much only halfway done. So I'm releasing Sacrifice as a standalone single to tie over KC fans until the mixtape comes out, because all of 2019 and majority of this year, I've been putting like all out of my energy and time into my side project, which is coming out in November. So right after the Sacrifice single, you're gonna get my side project. It's still, I reckon, enough to fill the void of no KidCrusher album this year, because it feels like a KidCrusher album to me still. It's just a side project. There's 3 music videos for it and fucking 3 singles. So the single's gonna start dropping over November, and if all goes well, the album should be out by December, by Christmas time. Yeah, the KidCrusher album is over halfway done. But yeah, it's just gonna be behind the side project, so I'm putting that number 1. And fuck, once you hear it, you'll be like, holy shit. But yeah, KidCrusher is hitting the stage at the Enigma Bar, Adelaide, October 9th, Friday, in Adelaide, South Australia, with Those Left Behind, and that's gonna be crazy. I've been rehearsing it for today, so I've got back from rehearsal screaming today, and now I'm here. And for those who, obviously ain't in Australia or Adelaide, that can't make it, and some people are still hesitant to go out, and I understand that. I was hesitant to do the show to begin with. I am actually planning something for everyone worldwide. Like I said previously, I may be doing live performances here on the Drain. But I've also got something, I can't officially announce what it is, but something for Christmas I'm going to be doing of somewhat of a live online show. I'll be able to announce that soon, but yeah, a Christmas live online show most likely is happening live for you guys. Not like NetFest pre-recorded. It's most likely going to be live. Yeah, that's exciting. But yeah, I'm also working on another side project that's kind of paused, but I've already written out the baseline idea and theme for the next KidCrusher album after the current freaking mixtape that I'm working on for KidCrusher. There's so many things, because there's so much time I haven't had to actually work on music. I've been just brainstorming ideas throughout 2020 because I was trapped in Melbourne for a little bit. Anyway, I'm not going to keep dragging on too long. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to get into the Discover segment and start advertising some of my friends and some of the bands that submitted music for this episode. And then we're going to dive headfirst into this drunken, what we call it, the Let's Get Cancelled segment of AvD's interview. So stay tuned to The Drain. Thank you so much for watching.
Discover what runs beneath the streets. We all float down here.
Oh, g'day. It's Toddy from King Parrot, and you're watching The Drain with KidCrusher.
What's up, everybody? My name is Tony. I'm the vocalist for Enwrathed. That's a death metal project that I do with KidCrusher. We just released our debut EP, Awaken the Archfiend. That's available at the Metal Cultist Media Bandcamp page. And we also have a few YouTube videos that you can check out. It's demonic, it's brutal, it's awesome, and you should check us out. So I hope to hear from you guys. And until then, stay metal.
What's up, buddy people? This is Jesse from Darksville, and you are watching The Drain with KidCrusher, my man, the legend.
G'day everyone, this is Jack from Christ Dismembered, right here in Millicent, South Australia. Stay tuned, you are watching The Drain with your host, KidCrusher.
Yo, this is Jinzo, and you're watching KidCrusher's The Drain. Whoop whoop.
Your rappers fall one by one like dominoes. Jinzo, the mutilator of fucking wax. You spit shallow as shit, my guy Jack Black. Jetpack is the fly as fuck like Django Fett. Big facts, now fall back, I'll break your neck. This is murder in the first degree, lyrically. Internal damage from pedigrees to instrumentals. I'm out my mental.
This is Freak Face, and I'm watching The Drain with KidCrusher. Hell yeah, turn that shit up, motherfuckers.
My soul dark, tattered and torn. They all better be warned. Can't be a part of the norm. Take out the hatchet, cut the devil's horns. Face paint hatchet strapped to the waist. Hiding in the dark in the back of your place. Killing them was a mistake.
Discover what runs beneath the streets. We all float down here.
Attached to
oh shit, he's wearing a Defiled t-shirt. That's what's up.
The sound and the lyrics that just dig deep into our souls to like provide anger management or to help comfort during depression. And like when a band breaks up, it hurts, like because there's only like memories of the past and it's like nothing new to look forward to, and it's breaking me. Like I just cannot bear the thought. I'm just holding on to some idea that is supernatural.
Those are my lyrics, goddammit. Nice, man. Dope, man. That was fucking awesome. That was dope.
Thank you.
I thought you were just quoting it in the beginning. Then you went for it. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, originally I was gonna do a little piano intro, but I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go all out and do a little cover, man. I fucking love that song so much.
Oh man, thank you so much, bro.
Well, there's our little connection.
Go on, tell me.
There's our little connection you wanted because you can't see my webcam. So there's what I actually look like right now. Because for those who are watching the recording, he can't actually see me right now. But yeah, he just watched my intro. He's blindsided.
Yeah, dude. That was I thought that was you live.
Well, no.
I've been foiled again.
Defoiled again. Yeah, no, I recorded that a little earlier, just so I could get a little intro going with music. I don't want to start screaming in your face.
Fuck yeah, man. I like people screaming in my face. Screaming my face. Why not?
Well, technically, this is the intro to The Drain. I forgot the introduction. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Drain. And here is my guest host, AvD from Red Method X The Defiled. I am very privileged to have you here on the second episode. Thank you so much for joining me live from Greece. What the fuck are you doing in Greece?
Thanks for having me, man. I got the fuck out of the UK, man, and I'm staying here till they get their shit together, man.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
I'm a Remainer. I'm remaining in Greece.
You're remaining there. Yeah, so you got there just before the shit went sour, or how long you been there?
And I was in lockdown for like 5 months in London, and yeah, I couldn't leave. I was a prisoner, man, in my own home. Like, you know, I'm sure loads of people have been through it, but yeah, as soon as the airports opened, I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here, man. I'm on an island called Kea.
Yeah.
And no one here. It's like there's no COVID. Like
that's great.
The closest. Look at this. The closest person to me is on that mountain there.
Oh shit! Show us around a little. Show us around a little more. I'll put you full screen. See what this Greece looks like.
This Greece. Well, there's a lot of power cords, cables, whatever. I haven't slept in 3 days, guys.
Oh
so, yeah. And there's I think you can see the sea back there, right?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just chilling here, man, till further notice.
Yeah, no,
I've got my.
You got your cock there. Put that cock away.
I got my little plunge pool, and fuck, man, I can't explain to you how happy I am not to be in the UK. Like, I love it and everything. It's my homestead, but I don't know, man.
It's good to have a break, especially if there's no COVID there. Like, I'm the same. I was actually I stayed over for where I live, shooting some music videos for a project I was doing in Melbourne, Australia. And the crazy chaos just broke up, and then there was a little window where I could escape, so I took it, and it like literally as soon as I escaped, like there was zombies behind me, and they closed the fucking borders again. But where I'm at, there's no COVID, so it's cool here.
Nice. Where are you, bro?
Adelaide, South Australia.
Oh, fuck yeah. Have I been to Adelaide? Have I?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Does Soundwave go there?
Yeah, you were there, man.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. I'll get to.
I played with him there. Didn't we?
Yeah. You did Soundwave, and then you did some Sidewaves. Is that right?
That's the one, man. I have to say, actually, and I'm sure, like, you've heard it from many people. I've never been treated better than I was on that Soundwave Festival, man.
Oh, that's great.
I have to say, very cool festival. Too bad they've stopped it. Have they stopped it now?
Yeah, well, the promoter kind of fell under, I think. I think that was the second to last one you played at. There was one after that, and then that was it, sadly. Because like we get fuck all. I think that was like pretty much, there was a thing called Big Day Out before that, and then it changed to Soundwave, and then now we've got nothing. It's like nothing.
It's insane, man. They flew us like Emirates, like each one of us had our own room, like suites.
Oh, wow.
We were like, are you sure they know we're the Defiled, bro? Because usually people just fucking whack us in a room and like say, figure it out. Throw some shit. It's very democratic. Would you say democratic? Like, I don't know. Like usually in festivals, they keep the legends separate from the, smaller bands. And I think that says a lot about a culture, man. When they're like, no, all of you stay together. You all ride the same bus. And it's cool, man. No. I was like, yeah, obviously.
I don't want to...
So, people are really cool, I have to say, man.
I'm glad you had a great time, man. And I'm sorry for the Defiled fans watching this and me to bore my own personal experience, but this is how I discovered the Defiled, through Soundwave. I'm not sure if you remember I'm a new sort of, I don't know if you call me a new fan, because that was around 2013, I think, but the reason why I discovered you guys, or even if you remember, there was something unique about this Soundwave that really struck out my mind when I looked at the lineup. This thing about that lineup, I was trying to say, man, on this festival, right, like I said, I had a cherry picked a couple of bands I wanted to see, and there was a band playing that uniquely linked you two together that made me look at you guys going, what the fuck? There was a band called Defiler.
Defiler, yeah.
Did you not notice there was Defiler and Defiled on the list? I was like, what the fuck? There's two bands with the same goddamn name.
Dude, for the longest time before we became anyone, there was a Japanese band called Defiled, and Spotify had our music with them.
Oh, shit.
There's Thus Defiled, there's every kind of Defiled. We wanted to be called Defiled, but it was, the name's been like raped.
Yeah, I love it.
2020. So that's why we put a "the" in front.
Yeah,
so we don't get sued by the Japanese band.
So you've heard of the sorry, what?
We are defiled. We are the actual people that have been defiled.
Yeah, nah. So you did hear of the other band Defiler when you were there, or you knew of it in advance?
Probably, man. I knew of many. I can't. Yeah, I probably did. I don't know. I was really high most of the time.
No, that was just my unique appearance, like situation of figuring you guys out, because like I was a fan of Defiler.
Oh, I see. And you saw us by mistake.
No, not mistake. That would have been funny though, but no, it wasn't that. It's just I seen the lineup and I was like, what the fuck? So I checked you guys out, and I knew As I Drown, I'll check you out. I was like, yeah, these guys are sick, so I'll put you on my list to go check out. And to be honest, like that plethora of bands that I seen that day, and I'm talking about Rob Zombie and Korn, you guys were the best performance of the entire fucking day. And I'm saying wiping Jonathan Davis off the stage, in my opinion, you guys like shook me to the core. I was like, holy shit. And like that's when I'm buying your merch. I got your fucking little snow globe here, little shaky snow. I'm shaking. Yeah. I got everything Defiled in my fucking house, man. I'm like,
you could still get those on the Big Cartel.
Oh, you can't. That was another question. I'm like, I wore this Defiled t-shirt to shit, man. It's like faded. I need another one, man.
I'll send you some shit. Don't worry, man. I got some shit.
Hello.
Poor asshole.
I lost you.
No, but really, thanks for the support.
Yeah, just what I was saying. I didn't expect free shit, man. Like, but I appreciate it so much. That means the world to me, man.
Yeah, man. Well, now, like, now that's all there is, really. Before we're like, at least we can play live. You know, you got a band. So let's get cancelled, man. Let's talk about some shit.
I'll touch base on the Defiled since that's what we kind of started up on, and then we'll circle back to what's going on with Red Method. But yeah, so what happened to the Defiled? Like many Defiled fans like me just kind of felt the kick in the nuts that morning when we woke up and seen the RIP like post, you know? Like I still don't know what's going on.
Yeah, man. Well, we were together since early. I mean,
a long time, like 2009, I think.
I just moved to England. It was 2001 when
2001.
I was the drummer for Defiled.
Oh wow!
When we started, we were a very bad band when we started.
Oh, you're gonna start.
I was like, you know what, guys? Maybe we should get another drummer. Because I don't get any respect back here. But yeah, no, it was a. People, you know, inevitably in any band or in any business you are, people think you just made it really quickly, but we slugged it out for many, many years. I mean, the Defiled was a piss up, really. I got offered to be in, like this pop band. And I was like, this is back in the day when you could make money, you know?
Yeah.
And do you know NoFX?
Yeah.
And I was listening, and I was stoned, and I was listening to NoFX, this song called Sold Out. And I was like, I got sold out. I'm playing metal, man. Fuck this shit. So I went into practice the next day, and I was like, okay, we're going to do this properly, goddammit, because I have enough of this money or whatever. I was very, looking back, I guess I was young as well. I was very... We got discovered in Camden, man. We started practicing properly, not being like as drunk.
Yeah.
We got a good drum. This is what happened. We got a good drummer. That was the
you
change.
did. You totally did.
Yeah. And then we got discovered by our manager, Adam Segir, and the rest is history, man. It took a long time for him to put it all together. And actually, in a weird way, Adam comes full circle back to Red Method because Jeremy, the singer of Red Method, is I met him through Adam, my manager. So we've been in the music industry like
together for a while, yeah.
Together since the beginning, yeah.
So that's like kind of like a crossroads, a kind of clash at the end right there, and it was just like kind of meant to be, right?
For sure, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Hang on, what about this? This will be better. less
width. I fucking know.
Megapixels.
So the main question was like, what happened to the Defiled? Like we said, we just woke up and it was like kind of gone.
Oh yeah. So I go off on.
No. I'm glad to hear the upbringings of it. It's interesting. Like I definitely wanted to know more about it. There's fuck all information about like how Defiled, like rare interviews I can find about you. You're joking with everyone, and I was expecting to do the same with me. So I'm all prepared for this.
Yeah. We fuck around, man.
I'm fucking around too. So I'm happy with this.
If I wanted to be serious, I'd go get a job. But but yeah, no, we broke up because we just we got signed to a big record label. Everybody thought they were a rock star. We got a big I think we were one of the last bands to get like a huge advance, and we all just spread out around the world. One of us moved to LA, the other one moved to Pennsylvania. I kept it real. I stayed in London. And basically it cost $6,000 or let's say $5,000. Let's round down. It cost $5,000 for us to just be in the same room by the end of it.
I got you. Yeah.
It was kind of crazy, and it was just, but I loved it. It was dude, we, so we kind of grew apart. We started making new friends. We only just did band stuff together, which in retrospect, like when you're doing it, you don't appreciate it as much.
I got you.
But in retrospect, it's the most important thing I've done in my life, But when you're doing it, you're like, well, I'm not seeing these people, and I'm forging all these new connections and this and that, and so we just grew apart, and we recorded an album at 606 Dave Grohl's studio, and it just didn't feel right, It just didn't, because we were trying to. We didn't want to go full on metal. We were trying to go like rock metal. We were trying to like fuck with something. And it was just, we were trying to do metal with rock production, which I guess now people do generally. But I don't know. I think the engineer there didn't get our vision or whatever. So we just canned that. And we actually do have 2 singles, which we're very happy with, ready to go. So Lee and I talk all the time. He's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing, but we're always talking about the good old days, and maybe we should do it one day again. I'm not saying now, I'm not saying next, but we've definitely spoken about doing it again. Do you know what the major sticking point is? Because I've called my manager and been like, listen, we're thinking about, not doing like releasing a few things, getting together and see how it feels. You know what I mean? Nothing, how you're like, we're keeping it loose. But the major sticking point is that all our social media platforms have been hacked.
Oh shit! So, yeah, I noticed the Twitter one or something did. Yeah,
Twitter, Instagram, everything.
That's fucked.
Only Facebook is ours still. So here's a message to anyone that's listening to this: if you know how to get
stuff back, hacked back, rehacked,
Instagram and Twitter's back, let us know, because our manager seems to think that that's the first most important step, which I don't see how that is the most, but he seems to think that that's the way to tell our fans that we're back and this and that. So that's the major sticking point, because we got music ready to go. Also, we can't do anything anytime soon because I've committed to Red Method 100%. I'm writing a new album. I'm doing a remix album, which is actually going to contain 2 original tracks as well.
Yeah.
And then we're doing a full release. And Lee is doing Low Lives. They just released a single. So we're busy right now. But,
I get you. Yeah.
When we get a minute, because there'll be a lull at some point.
Yeah, there'll obviously be a minute at a time. But I'm glad that there's no animosity. I was expecting some kind of tragic story to progress. Like, you guys were built up. I feel like you guys were like going straight uphill with the shit, and like then it just went down. Like something must have happened. I'm glad that this is kind of a. Is it?
No, I think we to be blunt, I think we just assumed that I think we were just young dickheads that assumed that we deserved what we had and that we can do it again, and that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we were just like, yeah, of course we sold out this place. Of course we did that. Of course, because from the beginning we were like, we're going to do this, and when it happened, we're like, of course we're doing. You know what I mean? It's a mentality.
Yeah.
So when we broke up, we didn't think we were going back to square one. We were like, we're the Defiled, bro. We're gonna be fine, man.
Yeah,
you do your thing, but it doesn't work like that. You have to build it back up, because there was a big gap between the Defiled and Red Method, and to a 15-year-old. 5 years is a long fucking time.
It was a long time. There was like I admit, like, getting into Red Method is something I'm still new to, like, because I was kind of reluctant to. And your drummer also pasted me a link to his band. I checked them out and I was like, I'm sorry, dude, I'm just not feeling it. But like Low Lives and Red Method, man, are freaking growing on me, man. Freaking, it's fucking epic.
Yeah,
and
thank you, brother. It's only our first album. We're still trying to figure it out. The second album is. I think the first album is always trying to figure out who you are.
Yeah.
I think the second album is I think we're pretty clear on who we are now.
Yeah.
And I think the second album is going to reflect that pretty severely. I think you're going to hear it on this little release. We're having I'll give you loads of shit, man. The press releases haven't come out for any of this shit. So, we're putting out a single on Halloween.
Oh, nice.
So our manager was like, that's the worst idea ever. Everyone does it. We're like, yeah, but we're doing it for people that are into our music. Who gives a shit what everyone else is doing?
No, it's making an impact as it is, man. Like, For the Sick has been in rotation like crazy, and like I was just the other day I finally got to the end of the album, because usually I'll put it in rotation when I'm driving or something, but I got to the end, like that Nirvana cover kicked in. I was like, holy fucking shit, yes!
How dare they?
I'm thinking like Stitches would have been in Stitches that you guys did it without him, right? Because that seems like his kind of like alleyway, Am I wrong?
Grunge, man, but who wasn't into Nirvana?
Totally, yeah,
right. But yeah, Lee loves Stitch loves Nirvana,
yeah.
9 Inch Nails, my
yeah, I know that, yeah.
I went. I actually studied music technology, and in the interview, when they asked me why I want to do music technology, I was like, "Have you heard the Downward Spiral?" They're like, "Yeah." I was like, that's why. And they're like, okay.
Anyway, so For the Sick was like, you were dropping singles like 2018. So this was something that was in the making for like 2 years or so, yeah? Yeah, I've lost your connection.
Yeah, no, it took a long time to write that album, man. And look, it's going to be like a glitchy interview. Imagine you're on ketamine and it should all make sense. I was kind of done with being in bands after the Defiled. Like, the Defiled took over my life. So I was like, you know what?
It's freedom, yeah. Have some break.
I just wanted to take it easy, Maybe I actually wanted to produce a band. I had this I had a really cool idea. I didn't want to be in a band. I just wanted to, make this band. I had this idea, but my girlfriend wasn't too into it because it was a girl band. But so she took me to see a couple of friends of hers play live in Camden once, and I was like, oh man, you know what? I need to be playing live. And that's what sparked it all off, man. And then Jeremy was like, what the fuck are you doing, man? I was like, nothing. He's like, do you wanna? Unfortunately, it's been going swimmingly.
Yeah, no, it has, man.
I mean, Red Method is at the point where we were with the Defiled after 10 years of grinding, As long as we were on the Rock Show, as long as we were in Metal Hammer and Kerrang and all the outlets that you had to be on, it was kind of like being on MTV in the 90s, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
we were just gonna make it. Now no one gives a fuck. Like, who gives a fuck who's on what magazine? Kids discover their own shit, and it's all about word of mouth, and it's all about creating your niche. It's not about being the biggest band. It's about having your following.
Exactly.
Which is what a lot of people still don't get. And I think record labels still don't get that. That's the sad thing, because it's their business. But
I really think record labels are in for like a shit show at the moment, because the internet, you know, like especially Spotify, in my opinion, is really fucked up the music industry. But
I haven't seen any checks from Spotify. Well, I have seen them. They're very cute.
Very cute. Spotify is very cute. That's hilarious. Yeah, how has the album been doing? The Red Method album, like the fan reactions has been great, or?
Dude, like usually when you're a new band, people just slate you, and of course they will compare you to other bands and whatever. But man, people have been really kind to us.
That's great.
You know, and I didn't expect that, because you know I expect pure hatred. Like,
totally.
Because of my previous experience with the Defiled, it was like hatred. Oh, you made it. Oh, really? Oh, you like it went from these guys should die and never play. Dude, I was getting like hate mail and all this shit, and then suddenly it's like, oh, you're hot right now and you're selling out venues. It's like, okay, so I thought it was going to be the same thing. But no, people have been really cool with us, and people have been coming to shows. And the only setback was that, you know, we had like a tour lined up. We were headlining a stage at Download Festival. We were going to play Bloodstock. We were playing Tech Fest. Like, it was all going so well. And COVID happened a week after we released our album, and we're on hold till further notice. You know what I mean? And
that's exactly. That was what my next question was kind of be like. Over 2 years in the making, like what a crazy year to release an album, but also a perfect time to release an album, so to say, because so many people are doing nothing. They're gonna sit down and find something to do. They can't find enough TV shows or new movies to watch. They're searching for shit to watch and listen to. So, like in my opinion,
we're kind of clairvoyant, my man.
Yeah,
we knew that people were gonna get sick, so we wrote an album
for the sick. Snap! Oh, snap!
It's the soundtrack. It's the
no, you guys renamed that shit, or did you have that? Did you have that on pack?
We didn't.
No,
we didn't. No, man. Dude, it was already printed. That would have been a quick turnaround.
Oh,
that would have been money we don't have.
It'd been funny if it was for the COVID.
Yeah, for the COVID, for the 1999.
Oh shit! That's great. The album's doing good, and like especially like you're spending some time on the album. Like I spent at least 2 years on an album as well when I put it out. The videos that you guys done, did you do those prior COVID, or did you like get in the middle of COVID to get that together?
Well, we did the bulk of them prior, and we did one. It's not a video per se. We all filmed our parts separately for a tune we have called Euphoria, and that was our COVID album. And we're actually recording. I have to go tomorrow. I have to leave this island and go find a piano to record the video for Halloween as well. So yeah, we're doing it all separate now.
Oh wow! So
but the ones before were proper.
Yeah, production wise, yeah.
What I wanted to say is that when we were in the Defiled, we just expected things to happen because they just did. But like Red Method, everyone's so proactive, man. Like the ideas for the videos and this and that, and like we do it, man. We source everything. We find the locations. I really like this band because we don't expect anything, you know. We fight for every inch.
from a third person's perspective, I'm thinking like the Defiled has a soft side to it, and I love that. That's what I truly fucking love about Defiled. There's an emotional side to it, but Red Method is I'm about to rip your fucking guts out and shove them down your fucking throat type band, and I fucking love that too. It's like a slip. It's got Slipknot written all over it, but I love that, man. Like Messiah.
It does.
Messiah is like Messiah sounds like a Slipknot song, but I fucking it's like what Slipknot should be today, and they're not. You know, so you put I say that in compliments wise because they should be.
No, I do that. Anyone comparing us to Slipknot, that can only be a compliment to us. To be honest, we love Iowa, so we did something that sounded a bit like that on a tune or two. That's how music's written. You're like, I love that kind of shit.
Exactly. But so what are some highlights from making that album?
For me, the highlight was writing electronics while I was snowboarding in the evening. That was a highlight. It was stressful, man. Just like any album, just like this album I'm writing now. I was supposed to turn it in on the 16th and then tweak it till the 28th. And now what is it? The 4th or the 5th of October. And I'm still tweaking it. You know what I mean? So, and you feel like an asshole. Like I can give it in to release. Like it's releasable, but I know the next steps that I need to take. You know what I mean?
That's great.
I'd rather just be late.
Yeah.
And know, I have a bit of pride, and although I do write music for people that are into what we do and that listen to it, for the emotional connection and the lyrics. I also like to write music for other musicians to listen to and be like, shit, man, how did he do that?
I feel that, man. Yeah. And I procrastinate like a motherfucker just because if you get in the studio, you're not feeling it, It's not because you're being lazy, it's just not coming out. Like like you say, like I admire that. Like it is something that's in your head that you want to get out.
I think people call it procrastination, but what I'm doing when I'm procrastinating is thinking about the music, to be honest. So I am thinking about music.
I feel like it's the right mood too. It's the right mood. You got to be in the right mindset, mood, and motivation and positivity to get it done.
Yeah. Do you know what the stage I'm at now, man? It's the most like I want to jump out of my skin. It's when you finish with all the all the musicality, let's say. You know what the songs are. Yeah. And now you just gotta cue it, and because we do all our mixing and mastering on our own, so now basically I've spent 2 days. I haven't slept for 2 days, just fucking taking out harsh frequencies from various instruments.
Oh, that's fucked.
Doesn't that sound fun?
It is fucked. It is the most grueling, gnarly process. It is. Like, it seems like you just want to fucking punch the instrument in the face. Like, it's like, I gotta re-record this 7,000 more times to get it right. It just, what the fuck's wrong with this?
I've got a little tip for you, man.
Oh, hit me, man, because I'm grinding my gears. Yeah.
And I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I think this plugin has just saved my life. Yeah. It's called Soothe 2.
Yeah.
And you basically put it on your instrument, and it's like a reverse EQ. Wherever you think you've got harsh, like frequencies or too much bass or whatever, you turn it up there, and then there's just a dial. And through some AI magic, it takes out the frequencies that are bad. I mean, that are offensive. As a matter of fact, our first album is all program. I mean, our first album, the Defiled's first album, Grave Times, was recorded in my house in Kingston upon Thames. And we didn't have a drummer. We just programmed it all in with superior drum. No. Daggers was done with a real drum kit.
That's nuts.
So our first album was Grave Times.
Yeah.
We had an EP before that called 1888.
Yeah. The 2009 one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so 1888 was
the first
our
album.
first. first EP. Then we recorded Grave Times in my house and used Superior Drummer, which is the reason I bring it up. But Daggers was a real drum kit. Paul played on it.
Yeah.
We recorded it at Hammer Studios with Jason Sukoff, man, in Florida. It was a great time. Great time to be alive.
Yeah, Daggers is a masterpiece. I got to say, like, I love Daggers because, like, I love 5 Minutes, and the Iceberg remix of 5 Minutes is my favorite, the most connected song I've had.
I really appreciate it when people say 5 Minutes is like they connect with it, because I feel like that's the most truthful I've been in a song ever. And I think also Final Sleep and 5 Minutes. 5 Minutes, I wrote the lyrics crying while my grandmother was dying. So it's like really what you feel when someone's dying, you know?
And then I'm actually blown away that you wrote the lyrics. That's something new to me as well. But like 5 Minutes, seriously, it connected to me in several different ways. Like, because like when I first heard it, I was going through like an emotional breakup, so like it kind of felt different in a different way. But then like I knew it was about, you know, losing someone you love, and in a way of them passing away. It was different to me hearing it in a different, you know, sort of perspective.
Yeah, that's what I love about music, man. You can connect it to, you know, the end of your relationship in your case, you know? Like, I love that. But I used to tell people, and I actually try to not tell people what I write lyrics about, because
then they can feel their own connection, yeah?
Yeah, it kind of ruins it. Like, I used to be like, oh, this is... Because I was young, immature. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But I was like, this is what this is about. It's like, no, dude, it's whatever
the audience wants it now. Yeah. Now, you know, most people attract themselves to the singer because they relate to the lyrics, etc. So I've never really like appreciated like keyboardists that much. Like I do see them on, like, say, like Cradle of Filth, etc. Like they're in the background. They're not really highlighted, but you really bring out, like, you drew to me. Like usually keyboardists don't really draw to me, but like flipping a keyboard and shit, man, you've really got my attention, is what I'm saying. Like, like no other keyboardist has done that before. Is what I'm like. Yeah, when you're listening to the music, sure, but like on stage, you really like, look at me, motherfucker, and I was like, holy shit.
Oh yeah. There was a lot of healthy competition. Like we brought the pain. It was fun. And no, I don't think anyone else has flipped their keyboard ever, dude.
No, not at all. That's I like always like showed my friends like just watch this motherfucking keyboardist on the side right here. Any minute now he's gonna flip that fucker in the air. Like that's how my opening conversation would be for the Defiled.
Yeah. Well, the opening conversation, dude. I used to smash the keyboard and throw it into the crowd till I took some kid out, and I nearly got sued by the parents. And I was like, "You no longer get my keyboard." Well, you know, the trick is throw it upwards, and then they'll catch it. But I was throwing it like aggressively towards them.
That's what that's what one of my questions was going to be. Any accidents or fails that happen with the keyboard on tour, or situations on video as well?
Insane. Like, all right, I'll tell you one. So we were playing Brixton Academy, and we had one of my keyboards rigged up to burn when the big bit comes in anyway. Yeah. So I don't know if you know this about me, but I took a pyrotechnician's course, so I could do all this shit. Yeah. Cool. And basically we were playing, and one of the Brixton, basically one of their bass bins just fell, snapped the pipe connected to the keyboard, and just started like spraying out like fucking flammable liquid. And they were like, they know, like, when I'm on stage, I'm not thinking about anything other than
it's adrenaline, man.
Yeah. And they were like, Alex, no. And I was like, okay, I don't even know what happened, but that was a big failure. And I think that's when Brixton Academy forgave me for injuring a punter at the venue the time before. I was like, I think that's even now. You nearly killed me. I nearly killed one of your punters.
That's insane, man. Well, no, I'm glad you flipped that keyboard, man, because it drew me in, and it made you one of my favorite keyboardists, man. Like when I was producing the little intro there, I showed you. I was showing my partner about it. She's like, I can barely hear the keyboards. I'm like, it's right there. It's such something I pay attention to in music. Is the background.
So dope, man. I'm gonna listen to it again when we go off, man, because that's fucking dope.
And I sat there for hours trying to pick out the keys and learn that shit specifically for this. I was playing it on the keyboard and everything, man. I don't even play the keyboard, but I'm playing the keyboard for this fucking intro.
Oh man, I don't even play the keyboard, bro.
You don't.
That's why I'm throwing it around.
So just before I pass on the Soundwave Australian experience, was there any highlights from being in Australia?
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
I had my birthday in Australia on the 24th of February. Good
That's
times,
nuts.
man. I met some good people. Out this fucking really cool hotel room that was overlooking the what's it called, Opera House.
Oh, Sydney. You're in Sydney, yeah.
Yeah, and I was smoking a cigarette, and I had I don't know if I can say this. I had two women practicing fellatio on me, whatever.
Man,
and I was just I wasn't even there. I was just like, Alex, remember this.
Remember
this shit is cool. You know what I mean? At that moment, I wasn't living the moment. I was just like, you have to remember this, bro. You just have to remember this. Because it was so chilled too, you know?
That's
it
crazy,
it wasn't like a crazy, I was just like just getting head and just watching the hub. I was like, what is my life? So that was a cool story, bro.
Man, shit, cool story, bro. I got fellatio while we're looking at the Opera House, yo.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. I got many cool stories from Australia, man. We had a really good time.
Yeah, no, that's cool. You were performing with a local Australian band, friends of mine, called Dark Cell. Do you remember them at all, Jesse?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I do remember them.
Yeah, he told me to give you a heads up, saying what's up, because he's
say hi back, man.
Yeah, no,
What are they up to?
Yeah, they're doing good, man. I actually performed live with them at a festival they do here in Australia called Psycho Circus, and I did a collab on their most recent album. They're fucking kicking ass, man. Freaking love those guys. They're actually doing a little promo on the show as well. I got them on board just because they said they knew you, so I was like, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, we should do, when the borders open, we should do like a tour exchange. We'll come there, you come to the Europe.
Let me know when you're back, dude.
Fuck bitches, man. Let's get cancelled.
Let's get cancelled. That's what I'm calling this episode, the Let's Get Cancelled. Man, it doesn't matter, man. I ain't got no manager, like I said, no label. I'm just doing whatever the fuck. So as long as like Red Method.
Who the fuck gonna cancel us, bro? Like,
no, but I mean, just like as long as like I'm not like stepping on any toes with the Defiled or Red Method, you know, I'm cool with releasing this as long as you are, man.
Oh, dude, we're all good, man. Who gives a fuck, man? To be honest, cancel me. I beg you. I don't know from what. I don't know from what you're going to cancel me, but it'd be pretty interesting to find out.
So I'm just like fucking over the moon to be talking to you, to be honest. Like, seriously, thank you so much.
Man. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And that's what will make great listening, my man.
Yeah.
So tell me more about your band, man.
Oh shit! Well, have you sort of heard of KidCrusher at all?
I have, man. I actually watched one of your videos. But when you got in touch, I went to your page and I watched the video, and I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. So because I thought you were, you know, reporters, what you'd say, a content creator, and I was like, oh no, this guy's a fucking musician. He's an entertainer, so yeah. So that's why I was so into talking to you, because it's great to talk to people that, you know, get it.
Lost you.
But yeah, you were talking about rap.
Yeah.
Listen to this shit. On the new Red Method album, we've done a horrorcore
Piss off.
tune.
Piss off, I'm horrorcore. KidCrusher is horrorcore.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm bringing it up, motherfucker.
Man,
So I wonder what you'd think about that.
Stop right there. I'm saying extend that song, like put a third, fourth verse in there, and let me spit on that shit for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm down. Let's do it right now.
Yeah, no, for sure, dude. We'll do an extended version. Yeah, for
Man,
sure.
I'm so down.
Honest,
Man, even let's produce a boy band album together. It'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, dude. Have you listened to Boyzone recently?
Boyzone.
Dude, do you know I met the guy that wrote what's that fucking tune called in Florida? What is it? Backstreet's Back.
Man, I fucking love Backstreet Back.
Yeah, and I go to him and I'm like, he's like, I wrote Backstreet's Back. I'm like, well, if there's any pop song you were gonna write, it's like Backstreet's Back is the one you want to write. And it was a nutcase. He was in Florida now in a bar playing to no one. We're back. I'm like, really? What's he doing here? He's like, he likes to play in this bar.
That's what they call those ghost writers. That's what they're called. The people who really write the music behind the scenes and shit. That's I give them credit for that. That's fucking awesome.
Boy bands don't really.
But I still thought Backstreet Boys had some shit behind them. But for them to not actually written that song,
maybe they do. Maybe I'm being mean, but this song was written by this guy.
That's crazy. Have you heard the metal remix of that song? I think it's someone did it recently, a couple years ago. It was like a metal version of it. I'm like, I wish I thought of that.
But it was written as a metal song, if you want to know the truth. It was written on the guitar.
Holy shit. That's nice, man.
Everyone's gonna be like Backstreet Boys.
Man, we're fucking jamming, man.
Dude, we figured out what's gonna get us cancelled. We finally
Backstreet's back, man. No, not just
like Backstreet's back. All right.
Man, I'm putting our faces on the Backstreet Boys for this fucking, like, the album art for our fucking thing.
That's what's up.
No, man,
but
fucking...
no, man. Yeah.
He's
got skills.
He's got skill. Anyway, man, shit, back onto my schedule of what I've got to ask you, man, is I want to talk about the iceberg.
Oh, yeah, Iceberg Slim.
Let's dive into that fucking ice cold river, man. Man, shit, whose idea was it? Whose idea? Yeah, go for it.
Whose idea was it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you know, I don't know if you know this actually. So, before I ever played a note on my keyboard, I used to drink half a bottle minimum of Jagermeister on stage.
Jaeger and Bach, because I know they like sponsored it. So I'm like, are you cool with it though? So they like dosed you with a Jagermeister and threw you on that iceberg. You were drunk as shit.
Well, actually, no. I was on a come down. It was a really cool experience.
Yeah.
And we got to see things that just blew my mind. We got to ride at top speed around like these crazy icebergs. You can actually watch the footage, but it doesn't do it justice.
Oh, I can imagine, man. I can imagine.
But the takeaway I had from that whole experience, because everyone was trying to be fucking positive and like, it's like, don't talk about that. And now it's like, whatever, motherfucker. Do you know what? These people, the Greenlanders, have been castrated by the West. They are not allowed to hunt for whales. And I know, whaling is bad. Japan, Canada, and all these countries shouldn't do mass whaling. It's a very bad thing. But these Greenlanders, that's what they are. They are hunters. And one whale will last them a year.
Wow.
But they get subsidized and basically live on the dole and have no mission in life. So they're all very depressed, very proud people. The second day I was there, a man burnt himself alive in his house.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no one talks about that shit. Everyone's like, oh, so how was the iceberg? Well, the iceberg was fine, but the people aren't in Greenland.
Man.
And, yeah.
I've watched that documentary several times, and I rewatched it again not long ago. I've actually, like, because the drain's been a thing for a while, but like I used to just play music videos. I played that entire 15-20 minute segment on the drain several times, and I made people sit down and I'm like, yeah, I know you're here for KidCrusher, but watch the Defiled and what these fuckers done.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was as morbid as what you said it was. Like,
it is because we were affiliated with Jagermeister.
Yeah.
We had to keep it happy, but man, and I can't remember who are they governed by, and they won't let them. They won't, dude. I mean, all they want to do is like, why are you sanctioning a village of 400 people?
Yeah.
Go after Japan. Go after Canada, bro. Why are you making these people's life pointless? You know what I mean?
There's a segment when the camera pans out and it shows how small that little city is living where you guys were. And like, I can see why it's so depressing. It's just absolutely nothing there.
Oh, dude. And that's the big city, bro.
Oh,
we
really?
went to like crazy towns. Dude, before we did anything, now I can talk about it because whatever, but before we did anything, for insurance purposes, they had to tell us the dangers.
Yeah, because I was going to say, like, everybody seemed like they were smiling, like, in camera before it, but I was thinking maybe you got someone who was video editing cut to, like, the drummer smiling when they were saying, you're about to die if you do this, like, but they were smiling. Is that just something
No. Before getting on the iceberg, they told you all the ways you might die.
Yeah.
And you had to agree. And it was like, come on, motherfucker. Like, I've slept for 2 days. Like, can I just get on this iceberg and do it? And if it happens, they're like, and you die after 3 seconds. And if you don't, if we'll come and get you, don't worry. Crouch into a ball. Maybe the icebergs will smack into you and crush you. It's like, I just can't do anything with this information, dude. Honestly, man, like, the Defiled owe everything to Jagermeister. They were the first company to believe in us, and we were broke, man. When I say broke, we had no money. That's why it took us so long, and they agreed to print our t-shirts as long as we put Jagermeister at the top of the back of our t-shirts, and that's how we started making money.
I'm gonna give a serious shout out to Jagermeister for like putting the Defiled up, like seriously on a fucking iceberg. Like, I love Jaeger bombs, they're the fucking shit.
For sure, man, for sure. Shout out to Jagermeister.
But
Tom.
But seriously, inside you were screaming a little bit while you're on that boat, like, holy shit, I'm about to go on an iceberg and shit like that. And I mean, like, seriously, how did you feel when you're flipping your keyboard on that iceberg? Like, I didn't think you were gonna do it, but you fucking did it.
Dude, back then I was just being professional, man. I was just like, I'm here to do this and let's do it. Like, there was generally when I do music stuff, I just do my job. I don't fuck around. I know I have I do get fucked up. I do get drunk. I'll get high and this and that and whatever, but I don't fuck around when it comes to, like, you have to perform now.
Oh, exactly.
Like,
but
it wasn't a question of, like, it was just, I was there. That's why I was there, dude. Jagermeister spent like £500,000 for us to be there. I'm not going to be like, no.
Oh, no. I get you. If someone put that amount of sponsorship behind me, I'd feel the same motivation. And I didn't realize that they paid that. I thought they just sponsored it. I don't know what the reasons behind it, but like,
even if we didn't have the money, I'd do it, man. The other day, I wrote some keyboards for this band called South of Salem.
Yeah,
you should check them out. We did a tune about it was World Suicide Awareness Day.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, well, I just show up like I don't know. I guess I've been doing it for too long. I show up with like. I asked everyone, I was like, what makeup do you want me to wear? How do you want me to be? What is this and that? And they were like, dude, I don't know. I was like, okay, I don't know, man. It's my job, man. You know what I mean? It's not my hobby. You know what I mean? and I pride myself on being professional
No, I
while
get
being
it.
out of my fucking mind. So.
I got you too, man. But like you guys were like seriously, it's something that needs to be in the Guinness Book of Records type shit. It seems to be no notability of someone actually performing on an iceberg. And I looked back and my partner was saying that Jared Leto kind of did something similar, but he didn't actually perform on an iceberg. He kind of, did you know about the Beautiful Life video, or Beautiful Life, sorry, where he performed kind of close to the same location?
Probably, but that was a huge iceberg, yeah.
Yeah, he did. No, he didn't actually perform on an iceberg. He performed on the shores near the icebergs.
Oh.
So I was like I was like clashing, like, no, motherfucker.
Yo. Ours was a moving iceberg.
Yeah,
damn it, we were in danger.
Yeah, no, he was on the shore, like down near the ship. It looked cool and everything, but it wasn't on the iceberg. You know, like you guys.
Come on, Jared.
Yeah. You're a joker. You're a fucking joker. But anyway, guys, ladies and gentlemen, anyone watching, listen, the video documentary of Defiled performing on an iceberg, I think it's called, I can't remember the title of it, but just Defiled Iceberg, you'll find it. It's fucking insane.
I think it's called Cool as Ice. We actually watched the glaciers melt and like fall into the sea, and we watched the size of like a semi truck fall into the sea, and the sound was deafening. It was insane. And the guy over there was like, sometimes this whole wall falls down. Personally, with my own eyes, global warming is real. Okay?
Yeah, no, totally.
Now go build that wall.
Go build the wall. Yeah, no, that is seriously one of the most iconic moments I've ever seen you do. And like I said, it seemed like the uphill of the Defiled, and then all of a sudden it's gone, and it really fucking shook me to my core. And I got to say this now, I forget about it. Like, honestly, I was in one of the darkest times of my life in 2013, and you guys really like helped bring me up out of my fucking grave. And I know you've heard that 1,000 times, but it really means the world to me.
No, dude. I really appreciate hearing that, because it gives meaning to my life, man. So thank you for bringing it up and telling me your experience.
Seriously, yeah, it really did. It was all I was listening to was like the Defiled, Linkin Park, and like the really dark, depressing sort of shit, and it made me feel better. And I was sad, but like I needed to get that shit out of my system, and it helped me do it, you know, rather than just try to bumble what the fuck was going on in my head. So like the Defiled, freaking, I really a savior in my life, and I always love you for that. But like,
oh man, I love you for that too, man.
But I
do. You think I'm just saying words, but I do.
No, I get you, man. Fans say it to me all the time and don't understand, because most of the time I'm talking about murder and death, but every now and then I throw a personal song out there and they get it. But like, anyway, I'm not trying to divide from how much I love the Defiled to how much fucking epic your new band Red Method is, and it is freaking phenomenal. I can't even say the fucking word. Phenomenal. Red Method are fucking kicking ass, and you guys need to check them out. Otherwise, you're missing out. Like, seriously, it is
check
insane.
it out, man. Red Method. We've got more videos than you can shake a stick at. I think we've made a video for every single tune on the album except for one, which is coming up real soon.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll be sure to keep promoting that for you as much as I can, man. That's what the Drain's all about, is just help promoting stuff. It's music and movies. It's all types of shit. But yeah.
What movies are you into?
Movies? Holy shit. I'm mainly into my old school movies. Like my number one all-time favorite movies, Back to the Future. As salty as it is, everyone's like, oh, you're into horror and scary movies. No, it's like Back to the Future, freaking Fast and the Furious, freaking Tremors, freaking Big Trouble in Little China, like 80s fucking glory shit.
Yeah. I like that. Will we get cancelled if we say retarded?
No,
I like retarded comedy, bro.
Yeah.
I like that proper Ben Stiller.
Oh yeah.
What's the guy Mugatu?
Oh yeah, Waterboy.
Waterboy. I've never seen Waterboy. I like watching really dumb comedies.
Yeah, no, I get you, man. I mean, like you like your Jane Silent Bobs and Scary Movie and shit like that.
Yeah, all that crap. Like the stupid, the more ridiculous, the more I'm into it.
Holy shit! You haven't seen Waterboy? You're not a fan of Adam Sandler, or?
I am, but he's a bit too, family friendly.
Family
he's
friendly, yeah. No, I get you.
He's silly. Of course, I mean, I grew up on all that Happy Gilmore stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, did you see Adam Sandler's new stand-up comedy?
Oh man, I fucking love it. Car wallet keys.
It's just so stupid.
No, phone wallet keys.
There's a guy that doesn't give a fuck.
Man, that is dope, man. Yeah, Adam Sandler. Like, I love that movie Bulletproof. You ever seen that one of him too? Like Airheads as well, when they take over the.
I can't remember that. I can't remember him being in Airheads.
Airheads, yeah, man. He's the drummer on Airheads.
Fuck. See, that's how long ago I watched Airheads. I can't even remember him being in that.
No, man, I'm a fucking movie freak, so I'm gonna be giving you directors' names and all types of weird shit. But yeah. So, tell me some of your favorite movies, man.
My favorite movies, a movie that kind of blew my mind was
All Time,
because
man.
I'm a 90s kid.
Yeah.
I love Oliver Stone. I love Natural Born Killers. I love U-Turn. I just like the way he uses I don't know. It was groundbreaking back in the day, I guess if someone watched it now, they wouldn't think it was that cool. But when I watched it, it blew my fucking tiny little teenage mind. So my favorite movie scene is from Silence of the Lambs, when they walk into the room like a death angel out of the policeman. That's the best scene I've ever seen in my life, and it hasn't changed since I was a teenager. I'm like, that is the coolest scene I've ever seen. Yeah.
No, Silence of the Lambs, some crazy shit.
Yeah. Also, Lost Highway.
Yeah.
Never made sense to me till I watched it on ketamine, and I was like, it all makes sense now. But yeah, those are my favorite movies, other than anything to do with Will Ferrell.
Oh, man.
Anything he does, like Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, no, that's fun. Step Brothers ain't too bad, or Elf. Everyone's seen
I love Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I tried to make my.
Or Anchorman ain't too bad too. I love the second one too.
Dude, to me that's I love that shit.
Last thing I want to put out there is just a message that you would want to give any previous Defiled fans.
A message that I would like to give any previous Defiled fans,
or current.
If you're into the Defiled, check out Red Method, because we're going that way. No, the message is that we'll probably be back, man. We'll probably be back briefly.
Yeah.
We'll probably be back once. Do the damn thing and go home. Put out a couple of singles and call it a day, just to relive the whole thing. Because I mean, we did write a couple of good tracks in that studio, and it would be a shame not to share it with the world. So stay tuned for that. Also check out Lee's band Low Lives. Check out my band Red Method, and live long and prosper, motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, totally. I'd love to at least hear those last Defiled singles, even though the ones that you didn't like, I'd still love to hear them as a progress of some sort. But either way, if we don't, even a couple singles would be nice.
Yeah, well, there's a couple good songs. It's all gonna happen, bro. It's all happening.
And I appreciate you taking the time to do this interview, dude. And I wish you all well and the best, and safe travels home when you do eventually want to go back to London. And thank you very much.
Dude, keep in touch, man. Thank you for having me. And let's keep in touch and make some music together, man.
That's I did not expect that to happen, but holy shit, let's fucking do it.
Let's do it, man. We don't need nobody. We don't need nobody, bro.
Yeah, let's get canceled. Let's get fucking canceled.
Let's get canceled, baby.
Take it easy, brother.
Thank you for having me, brother. Peace.
Take it easy.